The life for a Wuhan couple is finally trying to get back on track after a long journey of infection and isolation. Dr. Fang Yushun was one of the first people in Wuhan to have contracted the virus, which was eventually named as COVID-19. And this Wuhan couple now shares their story and has one bit of advice for the world. Take a look.
Several cities around the world are coming back to life. But there is no going back to normal for now. The Wuhan couple glimpsed the future, or more precisely, one of several possible post-pandemic futures. Businesswoman Duan Ling and her surgeon husband, Dr. Fang Yushun, are trying to put their lives on track, although the change remains more pervasive for them. Dr. Fang was one of the first people in the world to contract COVID-19. He tested positive on February the 3rd, 2020.
It's inevitable for doctors like my husband to be in contact with patients. For example, when patients are leaving the hospital or they are treating patients. At that time, there were a lot of undiagnosed patients already in Wuhan. That's why we still don't know how he got infected.
The couple lived within walking distance from Wuhan's infamous seafood market, where initial outbreak took place. The couple has characterized the time post-infection as surreal. The difficult time they spent apart was made slightly easier with technology.
When I was alone, I would watch the video of him playing guitar in the dormitory during his time studying abroad. Every time when I watched the video, my emotions would become unstable. But the epidemic didn't cause me to cry once. I always believed that we would get through this.
Today, Wuhan wears a normal look. The city hasn't reported any new COVID-19 cases since May. The streets, bars and wet markets are crowded again. Relatives and families of Duan and Dr. Fang are still worried at the risk of reinfection.
Some relatives and family are still worried because there are some reports about patients testing positive again after a negative test. They also worry that they are at risk of infection. So they might raise this concern when we go to a party, so we don't go. So there will still be some uncomfortable thing in my heart.
But the Wuhan couple is focused on the uncertain future, with just one piece of advice for the world.
Life is actually quite short, and life is also a process with many surprises. Every day of peace and quiet is actually quite precious.
Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Co-presented by Skoda. Simply clever.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.